Local broadcast of this program is made possible by an underwriting grant from the Grumman Corporation. Grumman Corporation, a Long Island company committed to education.
Do you know anything about Roman numerals? Neither did Tony, until now.
Tony, baby, you got the lyric down?
Yo, let's do it. Yeah.
Sonny, this song, The Mathematics of Love, is going to be biggest monstrous for Tony and the Togas. I'm telling you, it is going to knock the socks off the entire Roman Empire. It is going to be the biggest hit of the year for it, trust me.
Yo, Cassius. Yeah, but listen, you know, this lyric, it sounds a little weird to me.
Sonny, who heard you singing to those sheep and knew you had the right stuff, huh? Who got you booked straight into the Coliseum, huh, baby?
Yo, Cassius.
And don't you forget it. Can we take it from the top?
Yeah, right, Cassius. But listen, you know, really, this lyric, it just sounds a little weird to me.
Tony, let's just try it. Time is dropping.
Yeah.
Cue up your backup singers.
Ready, Bacchus. All right. Ready, Uppus. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Night, the stars are glowing. I, heart, we're overflowing.
Tony, wait, Tony.
I know. It is totalis bizarris.
Tony, baby, you're reading it wrong.
Night. It says so right there. Don't make no sense.
That means one night.
One. Look, right there. It says I.
Tony, this is Rome. That's how we write the number 1.
Yeah? Yeah, you Romans is too much. All right, I got it. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8.
One night, the stars were glowing. I, heart, we're overflowing. I, words.
Wait, Tony.
That means 2 hearts.
Come on, look. I. It says right there.
That means 2. That's how we write the number 2 here.
2 eyes is 2?
Check. Tony, you never learned how to read numbers?
Look, man, I grew up in Phoenicia, okay? We wrote numbers a little different there. A 1 was this. A 2 was this.
Well...
A 3 was like this.
This is the way we do it, huh? This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3.
Huh.
And you know what they say about when in Rome, huh, baby?
Yeah, skip the geography lesson. I just want to get through this song, all right? Can I do the second verse?
Hit it, Tony, hit it.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ivy arms, we're hugging tightly. Be times, I kissed you lightly. So goes.
Wait, Tony, baby, you're murdering it. Tony, those are numbers. They're not V and an I and an I and a V. Look.
This is for I-V. You see that? V is 5. V-I is 6. That's 5 plus 1. V-I-I is 7. And V-I-I-I is 8. See that? Do it your way.
No, I can't believe you guys. You know, it was all so much easier in Phoenicia.
Yeah, well, if you don't get this right, we'll all be back in Phoenicia singing to the sheep, right?
6, 7, 8.
Okay, now, can we do the number, huh?
Yeah. Well, listen, are there any other weird numbers we ought to know about?
Wait a minute. They're not numbers. They're Roman numerals.
Oh, numerals. Oh, pardon me, I'm sure.
Now look, wait. If you were to see this, what would you say?
Ix.
I was afraid of that. Look,
Oh, that's what this song gives me, the ix.
Okay, 9, 10. Do it your way.
This some prank you pull on all the new singers?
Okay, very nice. Now, can we rehearse the number?
Hey, it's not a number, it's a numeral.
Okay, we're rolling.
And a
A one, then a two.
Hey, it's just a joke, Cassius. Come on, lighten up. Here we go. A 5, 6, 7, 8.
One night, the stars were glowing, 2 hearts, we're overflowing, 3 words, hit like a bolt from above, bum, 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 4 arms, we're hugging tightly, 5 times, I kissed you lightly, so goes the mathematics of love. 1, 2, 3, forever. I'll keep on counting the ways. 1,000 nights I'll hold you and love you all of my days. One night, the moon was shining. 2 hearts were intertwining. So goes the mathematics of love. 10, I'll hold the memory of the one night 2 hearts pondered the mathematics of love.
Great, Tony, you got it.
1, 2, 3, forever. The mathematics of love. One more time. The mathematics of love.
Oops is brought to you by Erasers. Don't make a mistake without one. On October 12th, 1935, Nordrock Twitch E-Room was working on a highly secret project. Just before he quit for the day, he made one seemingly insignificant mismeasurement. Because of that tiny mistake, just look what happened.
Oops! I should have started here.
Let's look at that again.
If I had done this right the first place, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Oops was brought to you by Erasers. Don't make a mistake without one.
Oh, what's keeping her, Igor? We had an appointment. She's being very impolite, you know. She's wrong.
No, you're wrong, remember?
Yes, I know. Frank Lloyd Wrong, perspiring young architect with my head in the clouds.
Your feet on the ground.
My heart on my sleeve and a cold in my nose. But she's wrong. Hello? Wrong number. Yes, that's right. No, I'm wrong. No, that's right, you're wrong. Yes, of course I'm sure I'm right. I'm wrong. Oh.
Excuse me. May I help you? Oh, thank you.
Well?
That was Miss Trump's office. They called to say that she'll be here any minute.
Hello, I'm wrong.
Good of you to admit it.
Oh, you must be...
Ms. Trump. Diamonds are Trump. I can't believe you finished the new building I commissioned so soon.
Oh, well, we don't let the grass grow under our feet, Miss Trump.
It's impossible to believe that you've designed and built a building since our last meeting, which was on...
Friday. Well, we worked all weekend.
And you tell me it's finished. Oh, are these the plans? Oh, let's have a look at them. Oh, another giant building with my name on it. How tall is it?
Pardon me?
How tall is it? What's the scale of the plan? Oftentimes, 1 inch represents 20 feet.
What are you doing there? Measuring the tower?
Yes, and it's 30 inches tall. 30 times 20 is 600. A nice 600-foot tower.
Wrong.
Yes, Igor.
We did not build a tower 600 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, maybe she won't notice. Oh, tell me, Miss Trump, what do you think of the grand ballroom?
Let's see. It measures 4 inches by 7 inches. On this scale, 1 inch represents 20 feet. Oh, it is so grand. 80 feet by 140 feet. Oh, we can give marvelous parties there. I love it more and more by the moment.
What is she talking? Scale? I thought the scale was something you weighed yourself on.
Gee, Igor, I don't really know. Why don't we ask her?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Miss Trump, Igor, we were just wondering, what do you mean when you keep talking about scale?
Don't be silly. Scale is a representation. If you wanted to make a plan for a building 600 feet tall, it would be rather unwieldy to put it on a piece of 600-foot paper, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, of course, you're right.
Well, then, what do we do?
We make a plan, like a map.
Oh, I see. We let a smaller unit of length represent a larger one. For example, we let 1 inch represent 1 foot, or 10 feet, or 10 miles.
You mean it can be anything we want it to be?
Yes, as long as everything is held to the same scale. But enough of this. I must have a look at my new building. I should be able to see it from here. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, it's there.
Ta-da!
Gentlemen, what is this?
It's your new building, Miss Trump.
This is nothing but a model. No wonder you were able to finish it up over the weekend. Let me ask you, what scale did you use to construct this?
We sort of let 1 inch represent...
1 inch?
Yeah.
You made a mistake, Mr. Wrong. But no use crying over spilt milk.
Oh, well, that's very big of you, Miss Trump.
And very small of you. This is a reducing ray. How tall are you?
6 feet.
Then if we let 1 inch stand for 20 feet, a 6-foot person would be 3/10 of an inch. There you are, Mr. Wrong. How do you like it from that perspective?
Oh, wow. It looks great.
Mr. Wrong, are you going to go inside?
Oh, I can't. The door's locked and I forgot my keys.
Sketch number 428 with all natural ingredients, some artificial preservatives.
Did I warn you next time you do this? I'll tell you back in the toilet.
Mr. Hans Swenson, you are a shoemaker.
Yeah.
A shoemaker intending to sue some of his workers?
Yeah.
But you have agreed to settle this matter out of court.
Yeah, that is the truth. I just want justice.
Oh.
Well, I am the appointed judge who will hear both sides of this situation. And I will make my judgment on the facts as presented. Now, you two claim to be...
Elves. We're elves. Shoemaker elves. Right, we're elves. But you can call us Biff and Nancy.
Oh, Nancy, yes. Now, Hans, you wish to sue for breach of contract and damages due to a rather massive mistake made one night at your shoemaking emporium.
Hey, a simple mistake.
Any elf could make it, Hans. What do you want?
We work for cookies.
What do I want? Simple mistake. I want you to take a look at this, Mr. Judge, Each and every night, I leave the elves this picture of the shoes they are supposed to make when they sneak into my shop.
They what?
They sneak, yeah?
Oh, sneak.
Yeah, this is the picture, and this is the scale. 1 to 2.
So we followed it. Big deal.
It's an ugly shoe anyway.
Oh.
That's right, Hans. Now look, this is a good-looking little number. Hans, what do you want, Hans?
I want you to get it right, yeah? Look at the scale. 1 to 2. The shoe is supposed to be 2 times the size of the picture.
Oh, so that's what that means.
You're glad we got that settled.
Well, I gotta go back.
Oh,
no.
wait, just a moment. I understand there were some shoes actually made.
Some? Nine, hundreds! Yeah, and they didn't follow the scale.
So, take us to small claims.
Ha!
Sue us.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing, suing you, yeah?
So we got it backwards.
We thought 1 to 2 meant 1/2 the size of the picture.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yes, but a big mistake. Now, a scale is a very useful thing if you understand it. On a map, for instance, 1 inch can represent 100 miles, so you know how far apart things are. In the case of this picture, it will help you make the right size shoe. For every 1 inch on the shoe picture, you make 2 inches of shoe. Now, if it was supposed to be smaller, it would have been a 2 to 1 scale.
Yeah. Well, nevertheless, the shoe was supposed to be this size. If they follow the scale, 2 times the size of the picture.
That's a big ugly shoe, Hans, and nobody would wear that shoe.
Now, elves, now that you understand the scale, will you please fix this mistake?
Well, let me see here. Scale. 1 inch represents 2 inches on the scale. Okay.
Sure.
We can do it.
No problem.
Change them all over to the right size tomorrow.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you do it for me the first time I asked you?
Well, you didn't say please.
He said please.
Politeness counts with an elf.
That's right.
Yeah, well, what am I supposed to do with 5,000 tiny little shoes then?
Open a tiny little shoe store.
Hey, now it's time for Comedy Right Now with special guest comic Rodney Landmine.
Spotlight, please. Thank you. I'm telling you, folks, I got no perspective. No perspective. You know, I'm always seeing things the wrong way. Like yesterday, I walked up to my friend Ernie. I slapped him on the back and I say, "Hey, Ernie, that's a beautiful red shirt you're wearing." Ernie screams, jumps in the air, doubled over with pain, and says, "Hey, I'm not wearing a shirt. That's sunburn." I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. Anyway, I get no perspective, I'm telling you. Today I rolled out of bed, decided to brush my teeth. Went for my toothbrush, and I'm telling you, it was only this big. 1 inch at the longest. So I go for the toothpaste. Turns out the toothpaste is even smaller. So I said to myself, "Hey, self, I know we're trying to save on money, but this is ridiculous." Am I interrupting your sleep out there? Anyway, folks, so seriously, I got this crazy idea. It's like they changed the scale of the whole world, and somebody forgot to tell me about it. Hey, cool it. That's not the joke. Sorry, we got a new kid drummer here. He's got no sense of humor. Doesn't realize that the most important thing about comedy is timing. Thank you. So I decided to brush my teeth, right? And I'm brushing my teeth. Going like this. Yeah, you're a little late there. And I'm feeling really stupid doing this, you know? Hey, what do? Pay you by the rim shot? So I decide to lead him to the sink, and it turns out the sink is as big as my nose, so I know they're trying to play a crazy trick on me. It's like they decided to reduce the universe to 1/8 its regular size. And in the middle of this, my daughter walks into the room, and she says in a really loud voice, "Hey, Ma, what's Dad doing on the floor with his head stuck inside my dollhouse?" Hey, why don't you get up here and try to be funny, huh?
Why don't you?
Hey, this isn't an audience, it's an oil painting. Yeah, folks. So I'd rolled out of bed and crawled into the dollhouse without knowing it. I'm telling you, I get no perspective. It's a good thing my daughter came when she did, though, because I was starting to think about taking a bath. What do you want me to do with these, knit? Thanks very much, folks. Thanks, both of you.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
9:43 a.m. and dry in Los Angeles for a change after the torrential rain sent the mud cascading down the hills to squelch the canyon brush fires. We were working on a series of robberies being committed by an escaped gorilla named Grunt. My partner is George Franklin. The boss is Thad Green. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. We decided to look at a couple of scenes from yesterday's show to refresh our memories. When solving a problem, it's good to make sure you haven't missed something, even a little something. Jane told us that gorillas don't walk on their hind legs. So when Pi Balboa, the pizza store owner, told us he had footprints to show us, Jane said,
That's just it. Gorillas don't really walk on their hind legs like they do in the movies. They walk on all fours. So there'd be sets of footprints.
But then a phone call really threw a monkey wrench into our case.
Mathnet, frankly. Are you sure? What time was that? Uh-huh. Was he out of breath? I see. Then it must not have been he. Thank you. Crime in Entlease.
What?
Our gorilla was spotted at 10:05. He was picking oranges in the backyard of a house on Scenic Drive in that new project. You know, the step development in the Hollywood Hills? The lady yelled and the monkey left.
Now, there's no way one gorilla could be in two places at the same time. So what does that tell us?
Grunt has an accomplice.
George, we're dealing with two gorillas.
We've checked every zoo in a 3-state area, and all of their gorillas are present and accounted for.
So where did the second gorilla come from?
It's a mystery.
Any ideas, Jane?
Nuh-uh, but the last one sounds like Grunt.
What do you mean?
The lady scared him and he ran away. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Kate, I was just thinking. Remember what you said in Monday's episode?
That was a long time ago, George. I said a number of things.
I mean about the gorilla, remember? You said it might be a man dressed in a gorilla suit.
But I was wrong. Grunt is missing from the zoo. Maybe it was Grunt and a man in a gorilla suit. George, try Fox Costumes and see if anybody has rented a gorilla suit in the past week.
Right.
Debbie, check your files and see if we have a record of a person or persons committing crimes while wearing unusual costumes.
What can I do?
Accept my apology. I should have been listening to you more carefully all along, Jane. I'm sorry. I think you know more about solving this problem than we do.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thank you.
Kate, the gorilla suit was rented this past weekend. The guy said it was for a party.
A party?
Uh-huh. Some sort of church fundraiser. The fellow who rented it goes by the name of Janos Prokedzian.
Janos Prokedzian.
Does the name ring a bell?
I know who it is. Janos Prokedzian's the man who gave Grunt to the zoo.
He gave him to the zoo?
Janos used to be a circus performer. He and Grunt were partners.
What were they, stand-up comics? Clowns? Song and lurch team?
Janos and Grunt used to juggle.
Juggle what?
Janos, mostly. Anyway, the circus went belly up.
While they were juggling?
They went broke, and Janos didn't know what to do with his gorilla, so he found a good home for him at the L.A. Zoo.
Well, that ties the two of them together. But I don't know what that means. Maybe we should pay a call on Janos Prokedzian. Jane, you wait here. Let's roll. We got Janos' address from Fox Costumes and paid him a visit. No one home, George.
Notice anything unusual, Kate? In the air, I mean?
Uh-huh.
Let's go around back. It's either a wild animal or a plumbing problem.
What do you think, George?
It's like a broken wild animal cage.
I think you're exactly right. Let's play What If.
What's what if?
It's a way of using facts to make logical guesses. Now, what do we know for sure?
There are two gorillas, or one man in a gorilla suit and one gorilla.
What if the man is Janos Prokedzian?
I see what you're doing. Okay, well, what if Grunt didn't really escape from the zoo?
But Grunt did escape from the zoo.
We don't know that, Debbie. No one saw him escape.
Right, so what if Janos let Grunt out of his cage?
Right. Grunt would go with Janos. He would remember him.
Uh-huh. And what if Janos locked him in that cage at his house?
But why would he do that?
What if Janos wanted everybody to think that a really ferocious gorilla was committing all the crimes, when it was really Janos in the suit all the time?
That wouldn't explain the map.
What do you mean?
Look at all those sightings. Dozens and dozens of them. We don't know for sure they were all caused by our twosome.
But we know that only one gorilla is missing.
And we know that Janos rented the gorilla suit.
Let's keep working on this together. It's one of the best ways to solve problems. What if he used Grunt on some of the crimes and dressed up in the suit for the other ones?
But what if he didn't use Grunt?
What do you mean?
What if Janos kept Grunt locked up and committed all the crimes himself? He could have done it by robbing a store and jumping into his car.
We haven't any reports of gorillas driving cars around.
He could have taken the head off and put a coat on. No one would have noticed him.
Right. Some of the managers of the store said he ran out the back. He could have had a car parked in the alley.
And what if Grunt escaped?
From Janos, you mean? Sure. Look at the map. These reports and this cluster are robberies.
Yes, George. And these are reports of sighting where the gorilla was scared away.
And they're all within the same area.
And here's Janos' house. They're within a small radius of the place where Grunt might have escaped.
If we're right, and we don't know that we are, but if our hunches are right, we've got to cover this area with our units.
I'll bet we're right. Grunt got away from Mr. Proketsy, and he's out there wandering around loose, and he's very scared. We have to get him before something awful happens to him.
Don't worry, Jane, we will. George, organize our special forces.
Right.
Debbie, call the zoo. Have them send some attendants up here with a big truck and some nets.
Right.
But what can I do?
I told you. Accept my apologies.
Mathnet, Williams. Yes. Really? That is fantastic news.
Another sighting?
Yes, and you're going to love this one. The gorilla has come home to roost.
What do you mean?
That was the L.A. Zoo. Grunt is back in his cage.
Well, Jane, I guess you can go to the zoo and welcome your friend back home.
I'll say, he's one smart gorilla. He found his way back to his home away from home. See you later. Grunt would never forgive me if I forgot Faye.
I'll bet.
Mathnet, frankly. Where? I see. We'll be right there. I think we're going to get two gorillas with one stone.
What?
Another sighting. Janos Perketsian is climbing up the Hollywood sign.
Call the SWAT team. Let's go get that phony gorilla.
Well, I think we got a winner, Mrs. B. A boffo, biffo, big box office bonanza.
Babble on, Blotcher.
Nice trout, Margaret. Thanks. And I'm making a fashion statement, too.
"100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, and the Carnegie Corporation of New York.
Corporate funding is provided by IBM. At IBM, we believe education is the key to the future. We are pleased to help support